Chapter 5 of Heart of Steel, A Dread Island Tale. Pressing forward and hoping to avoid any further strange encounters on Dread Island, the Franklin children, Anna and Emilio, and their robotic companion Hart, pause before a forest so dark that no sunlight reaches the ground.
Anna, what are you doing?
Well, this forest is as dark as a cave. So I'm taking this branch and combining it with some of our scrap cloth and pitch from that tree over there to make...
A torch!
Exactly, a torch.
Anna, my systems should provide illumination sufficient for our travels.
But your light won't keep woodland creatures away.
So the torch can also be a weapon!
Hart leads the way into the forest, followed by Anna holding her torch, with Emilio brandishing a smaller branch like a saber. As they reach the depths of the forest, it grows eerily quiet.
Are you sure there's no way around the forest?
The forest is the straightest path, and the best option for restocking the food supplies needed for continued survival.
Uh-oh, Anna's scared.
You should be too. The birds stopped making noises, and birds don't go quiet without a reason.
It does seem the avian creatures have gone silent. I will begin analyzing any threats. I have determined there are 3 potential threats in the vicinity.
3?
Only 3?
Emilio, the nearest threat is the low-grade irritant in your plant sword.
My hand does feel kind of itchy.
Hart, why didn't you say something sooner? Emilio, drop that stick!
Now that it's been upgraded to a chemical weapon? No way! I'll just use my sleeve to hold it.
Why would you? It's all over your clothes now.
The next nearest threat appears to be the large life form over there.
The robot's light moves to reveal a strange bear staring at the group. It stands upright on 2 legs and makes a threatening posture before disappearing.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, where is it? I've always wanted to fight a bear.
Threat number 2 has been eliminated by threat number 3.
Hart raises their light upward, where a giant spider hangs from a thick ceiling of webs and spins the unconscious bear into a cocoon.
That looks like a spider. A big spider.
At a length of 18 feet, your assessment of big does seem correct, Anna.
Anna, give me your torch!
What? Why?
Fueled by fighting spirit, Emilio grabs the torch and flings it at the spider with all his might. The torch, of course, falls well short of the spider, landing in the nearby brush and setting it aflame. The flames snake their way up the vegetation on a nearby tree, closing in on the blanket of webs above.
Yes! It's still gonna make it to the spider!
And its webs! We need to get out of here now!
Anna, Emilio, stay close as I analyze the best options for your safety.
Stop analyzing and start running!
Reacting to Anna's words, the metallic caretaker picks up a child with each arm as they sprint deeper into the forest. A moment later, the webbing ignites and a flash shoots overhead, leaving our explorers beneath a lake of flames.
Oh, neat!
Are those flaming spiders falling all around us?
The fallen creatures do resemble arthropods with a burning characteristic.
Look, the big spider's following us! And it's also on fire! That's even neater!
As Hart dodges the smaller spiders, the giant spider gives chase, getting ever so closer until...
Ah, it stopped.
Why is it shaking like that?
Hey, Anna, check it out! Its insides are like warm boogers.
We will be reaching an area of safety soon. Anna, do you require aid?
I'm good. As long as I don't look at...
It even has chunks of its shell attached. I didn't know they were so hairy.
The troop distances themselves from the fire before stopping to recover. As they sit there in the forest, they begin to wonder whether they are close to salvation, or is yet more danger in store for the explorers. Find out next time on Heart of Steel, a Dread Island Tale. Chapter 6 of Heart of Steel, a Dread Island Tale. Exhausted and sore from exploring and surviving the mysterious Dread Island, the remnants of the famous Flying Franklin family tread onward towards the beach. Led by their Assaultron Hart, Emilio and Anna try to make the best out of their precarious situation.
Hart, I'm tired. Can't we stop here for the night?
For optimal survival, establishing a camp by the beach is the best option.
Well, how far is the beach?
18 minutes away.
And how far is that building from us?
Off in the distance, a large cabin sits on the edge of the forest. Warm, welcoming lights dance through the open windows.
Look, Hart! There's smoke coming from the chimney.
There must be people there. Actual humans.
It seems to be structurally sound and would provide adequate shelter.
Say no more. Let's go.
Filled with newfound hope, the trio races towards the mysterious cabin in record time.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
Anna, what if these aren't good people?
Look around you, Emilio. Don't those fences and guard posts look familiar?
Say, you're right. And look there, an American flag.
It's the military. We're saved.
Who goes there? Show yourself!
Oh, thank goodness. Humans. Actual people.
Good evening, actual people. I am Hart, and this is Anna and Emilio Franklin.
Children? Where did you come from?
It's a long story. May we come in to tell you about it? We've been traveling for hours, and we are exhausted.
The cabin door opens, welcoming the shivering survivors into its warmth. Inside, they are greeted by uniformed personnel and led into a cozy room with a large fireplace crackling against the far wall. They are introduced to the captain, a tall, slender woman with piercing eyes. Over the next few hours, the children retell their harrowing journey thus far. Oh, you poor wretches, you must be so tired. What rotten luck you've had.
Just imagine our relief when we saw your cabin.
Well, you're safe here.
You're with the military, right? You think you can get us home?
Unfortunately, we're stranded just like you.
Did your plane crash too?
Yes, it did.
Where did it crash?
Oh, it's nearby.
Yeah, back in the forest.
You mean we walked right past a plane wreck earlier?
A military aircraft would be equipped with a radio.
Yes. Well, it's broken.
Hart is really good at fixing things. Maybe they can look at the radio.
Oh, I don't think that would work. In any case, you children must be absolutely starving. Why, you're all skin and bones. Harrison, why don't you go get some soup to fatten them up a little,
Sure thing, boss.
Why wouldn't Hart be able to fix the radio? We've seen them do a lot of really impressive things. When it comes to our safety, Hart is capable of anything.
They do say assaultrons are extremely powerful.
Yeah, Hart would do anything to protect us from danger.
Anything?
My programming states that I must do everything in my power to care for these children.
Well, there is one thing we could do.
We'll do anything.
If we decommission the robot, we could use their parts to fix the radio.
You mean like take Hart apart?
This seems to be an optimal solution.
You can put them back together again afterwards, right?
Of course. we'll put Hart right back together again.
No! You can't take Hart apart!
Emilio, they said Hart will be fine. This is our chance to go home.
I don't believe them! I won't let them do it!
Back with the soup!
Harrison, will you please hold the boy back while I work on Hart?
No, I won't let you!
Emilio feels a rush of energy and wiggles out of Harrison's grasp. He dashes towards the door and makes a run for it, racing down a long hallway. He bursts into the first open door he finds, the adults at his heels chasing after him. He stops suddenly and gasps at the sight before him. He stands in the center of the kitchen, piles of meat and bones scattered on the counters around him.
Emilio, come back! What is this?
Is that human meat?
Danger sensed. Defenses activated.
Take out that bucket of bolts, quick!
Children, I advise you to reach a safe distance, a minimum of 20 feet.
Come on, Anna! Through this window! Don't...
Emilio and Anna quickly rush towards an open window next to a pile of gruesome chow. Noses pinched and heads held high, they climb out the window and rush to the safety of the forest line. Behind them, they hear the clamoring of weapons against steel, the cries of pain, and feel a powerful shockwave as the cabin before them lights up from the power of Hart's atomic blast.
Hart, be safe, please.
Don't worry, Anna. Those cannibal creeps are no match for Hart.
As the smoke and debris clear, a shadowy figure marches towards the wayward children.
Hostile threat eliminated.
Hart!
Hart!
You're okay!
I knew you wouldn't let them get the best of you.
Of course. My programming does not allow for any injury to befall you.
You can just admit you love us, Hart.
Your protection remains my only objective.
Oh, Hart, we love you too.
Emilio and Anna embrace Hart as the warm and wild flames of the cabin reach towards the night sky. With no food, shelter, or parents to help them, their future remains uncertain. However, one thing is for sure. They can always count on Hart to be there for them. Join us next time for another thrilling adventure on Dread Island.